Well, howdy fans! Sorry about the delay on a new episode, but I was away at E3. Now for those of you who don't know, that stands for... And I wanted to get you the best coverage possible. For instance, did you know that there's a new Donkey Kong Country game on the way, which I believe is called Returns? I also can't wait to get my hands on Fallout New Vegas. I've waited 10 years for a sequel to Mambo No. 5, and this looks like the next best thing. I did want to get you guys some great exclusive footage, but a ghost made the batteries I forgot to charge die before I could film anything. In fact, E3 was a hotbed of paranormal activity. I was walking down the stairway and I had this feeling like I was being pushed, and this push was like a thud from the back, and I fell full-bodied onto the stairs. Since no cameras were filming at the time of this incident, we have no way of examining the circumstances of this event, which makes it safe to conclude that it was done by a ghost.
Well, I was right behind him, but believe me, I did not touch him. Ew. No, did not touch him.
Also, a group of teenage ghosts was following me around, yelling faggot. Alright fans, for this SBO of Save State Gamer, I'm going to review 3 video games, because I get tens of requests for games to review, and rather than treat those requests respectfully, it's easier to just play a half hour of each and say they suck. So first up, The Porthole. Alternatively, I could have held up the box. It's unclear why I think this game was released only on the Super Nintendo, but oh boy is it awful. First of all, is there anything worse than the developer Valve? I mean, what the fuck is a valve? Well, after doing some research, I discovered this is actually an unexcusable spelling error. They misspelled value. I can't believe it. There's a typo in a Super Nintendo game, let alone on the first screen. But first of all, this game is glitched all to hell. I can't even see the character I'm controlling. What am I, a ghost? They should have just called this game Boo! Jungle Improvement. But hey, as long as this game is glitched all to hell, would it mind taking that documentary I watched about the world's largest diarrhea dump down with it? That movie had the biggest piece of shit I ever saw. But am I being too hard on this game? Let's ask a special guest, and we just happen to have one as our special guest today. Say hello to Officer Cotton.
Yeah! Bang-a-lang!
He was a birthday gift to myself. So Officer Cotton, what do you think of this game?
It's terrible. I drag it along my anus to remove residual poop.
Well, there you have it. Thank you, Officer Cotton, and please stick around for more of that colorful and informative commentary that you do so well. And if you think that's bad, get a load of this buffalo chip diarrhea dip. If you ever do manage to finish a level, you have to stand still in an elevator while the next one loads. Why does it take so long? Nobody feels like sitting through this every time. How would you like it if you were playing a game, and every time you finished a level, I came over and shoved you into an elevator for 10 tedious seconds, and then let you continue to play the game? I mean, why did they think that would be a good idea to interrupt the gameplay? Did they think it would be more realistic? And if this game is supposed to be realistic, then why can't my character sleep? Will a madman invade my dreams and kill me? Oh, I see. We must be operating on the Freddy principle. And just to add insult to perjury, each level is more difficult than the last, if you can believe that. And I sure hope you can, because if not, that would imply that you for some reason expect the game to get easier as you progress. I really have to wonder what profession this game was made for. If a famous video game reviewer can't get very far, how is a puppet in a policeman's uniform going to do any better?
I like games. I like games. Porthole, son, won't you come? I don't like this show. This show sucks.
You mean this game, right? Now, after my last review on Pac-Man, people sent me a lot of emails, which arrived somehow on paper, and they all sounded a little something like this. Crisbo, you goober! Only they didn't say goober. They said cunt. You're an asshole. Stop making videos. Yours, Dad. Well, it's not my fault that Pac-Man sucks. In fact, most games with Min in the title suck. Pac-Man, Mega Man, Duckman. The only good one is Specialman 64, and that's just because the controls are so good. But evidently a lot of reviewers liked Pac-Man, which makes me wonder if maybe they got bribed. Because I want included in that loop. Caveman proofread script. Anyway, now that whatever integrity I still had as a reviewer has dropped off like a rotted testicle, let's get back to this bogus buttball. Although this game is not as bad as it could have been, it could still have been worse. First of all, let's talk about weapons. Because the only thing you have to defend yourself with in this game is a gun that shoots portholes. So that's it? This is the best we could do? You've got to be kidding me. These stupid things are useless. I don't know who thought of such a retarded idea, but it makes about as much sense as a British Austin Powers. Sometimes these portholes get on my nerves so much, I just want to pick one up and toss its ass across the fucking room. What the hell?
So that's it? That's the best we could do? You gotta be kidding me! These stupid things are useless! I don't know who thought of such a retarded idea, but... Do you ever get the feeling like you're being watched?
Wow, that was weird. And what the hell language was he speaking? This game is very weird. The whole time you're walking around, just trying to continue being the main character, and there's some voice that keeps talking to you. If you have a good ear, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
As part of an optional test protocol.
A woman? Oh right, this is getting hot! That's what guys do, right? They get creepily excited whenever a woman is seen or heard or talked about. But this woman is scary. She's constantly malfunctioning and saying all kinds of spooky things. In fact, she makes this game so scary that I wonder what would happen if my cousin Joey rose from the dead and walked into this room to find me playing this game. Oh well. It was worth a shot. But the most shocking thing about Porthole is the Basque of the Bach. First of all, it's here that they show all of the praises that this game has gotten. Mechatritic says it's the highest rated PC game of all time. Action Game of the Year, says leading publication. And what's this? Circumvention of copy protection is strictly prohibited? Proof of purchase? 98,009? I mean, what the hell were these guys smoking? And why am I going to such lengths to emphasize my own awful taste in video games? Wow, this game is truly a master shit of peace. I guess the only thing left to do is go outside and bury it so deep that no one will ever find it again. I never could stand that Koopa turtle. Oh, and the other games in this review are Wii Music and a DVD of foot fetish pornography.